boys, the girls, and made them cry. Those hard-faced queens of misadventure. God knows what is hiding in those weak and sunken eyes. Fire with thrones of mutated angels, giving love but getting nothing back. Oh, people, help the people. And if you're homesick, give me your hand and I'll hold it. People, help the people. Nothing will drag you down. Oh, and if I had to brain, oh, and if I had to brain, I'll be cold as a stone and rich as the fool. It turned all those good hearts away. People, help the people. And if you're homesick, give me your hand and I'll hold it. People, help the people. Nothing will drag you down. Oh, and if I had to brain, oh, and if I had to brain, I'd be cold as a stone and rich as the fool. It turned all those good hearts away.
Your Highnesses, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity 2025. My name is Amir Mohammed, and it's a great honor to be your host on this remarkable occasion. And what an incredible way to begin our celebration tonight. The awe-inspiring Indonesian singer-songwriter Putri Aryani and Emirati pianist Rashid Al-Marzouqi have captivated us with a moving performance, setting the tone for an evening we will all remember. Please join me in giving them another round of applause. It is wonderful to return to the Founders Memorial in Abu Dhabi, a monument honoring the visionary leadership and a humanitarian legacy of the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, founder of the United Arab Emirates. Tonight, we celebrate the extraordinary individuals and organizations who are following in the footsteps of Sheikh Zayed and advancing human fraternity across the globe. And as Sheikh Zayed wisely observed, cooperation between people, regardless of their diverse religions and beliefs, serves as the foundation of happiness. By fostering cooperation, people unite, both the close and distant. A profound reminder that each one of us are united as members of one human family and have a responsibility to cooperate across differences for the benefit of humankind. In the past 6 years, the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity has recognized 16 recipients whose extraordinary efforts transcend continents and causes. Let us now reflect on our 2024 honorees and see the impact this award has had over the last 12 months.
When you have a sick child, all the community is affected, and something has to be done about it.
Mungkin tantangan terbesar yang dialami oleh para petani di Indonesia, khususnya di Kali Anggrek, ini adalah perasaan terisolasi ya. Dan yang kedua tentu saja tentang kondisi lahan yang buruk.
Maluku itu pulaunya ya 1000 lebih, dan hanya kehadiran seorang dokter. Yang ini tidak mudah ya.
Los desafíos que tienen las mujeres que las lleva a cometer un delito en Chile es la pobreza. Su única salida es cometer delitos para poder vivir.
Winning the Zayed Award facilitated research in London to have better devices dealing with valve disease and makes the patient live longer and a happier life. A world without kindness would make life intolerable.
Dukungan dari hadiah Zayed Award for Human Fraternity ini, kami lalu mampu melakukan akselerasi program pertanian berkelanjutan atau sustainable farming.
Sebelum adanya support dan juga dukungan dari Zayed Award for Human Fraternity, anggota komunitas ini hanya mencapai 10-15 anggota saja. Sekarang kita melihat ada pertumbuhan besar di sana, bahkan anggotanya sampai 70 anggota.
Selamat siang, kami dari kapal klinik apung Zayed Award, kapal kemanusiaan akan menuju ke negeri Sepok, Pulau Seram.
Program-program kami yang ada di puskesmas juga dapat capaiannya bisa meningkat. Stunting dia dari awalnya 150, dia bisa menurun dari sampai 15 anak.
Jadi kebahagiaan kami adalah kebahagiaan masyarakat yang menerima dampak dari Zayed Award itu.
Cuando gané el premio a la fraternidad humana, mi vida ha cambiado considerablemente. Potenciamos el trabajo que tenemos al interior del Centro Penitenciario San Joaquín para poder potenciar y contratar más profesionales para el trabajo.
Para mí, la Madre Nelly y la Fundación son el alma de la cárcel. Aquí no termina tu vida, aquí uno puede empezar de cero y de mejor manera.
Es muy importante la firma que vamos a realizar en Concepción, creando estas alianzas, eso hace más potente el trabajo. Las mujeres, en el caso mío, mujer monja, como que el orgullo no es un tema. Espero algún día no hayan mujeres de privada de libertad.
It fills me with such hope to see the incredible work our past honorees continue to do in their communities. Each year, we are privileged to have such a distinguished independent and international judging committee. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the members of the 2025 Judging Committee. The Right Honourable Patricia Scotland KC, Secretary General of the Commonwealth. His Eminence Cardinal Peter Turkson, Chancellor of the Pontifical Academy of Sciences and the Pontifical Academy of Social Sciences. Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Director General of the World Trade Organization. His Excellency José Luis Rodríguez Zapatero, former Prime Minister of Spain. His Excellency Macky Sall, former President of Senegal and former African Union Chairperson. And His Excellency Judge Mohammed Abdel Salam, Secretary General of the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity, who oversees the Judging Committee. Thank you for that. This year, the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity received hundreds of nominations from 54 countries. The diversity of the nomination and honorees showcases the global reach of this award. The responsibility placed upon this judging committee is immense, as they work tirelessly to review and deliberate over each nomination with care and integrity. In December, they convened in Rome for the final deliberations. Now, please join me as we take a closer look at the significance of their work and the deliberation process.
La tarea del jurado de los premios ha sido una tarea de mucha seriedad.
We read every single word, and this isn't like any other thing we do.
تتكون لجنة التحكيم من أشخاص يتمتعون بخبرة عملية عالمية متنوعة في اتخاذ القرارات الصعبة، وخبراتهم هذه تضفي مصداقية على الجائزة وقيمها.
To win this prize, you have to show a real commitment to wanting to benefit the whole of humanity.
I'm looking for those who are really trying to help others in pretty difficult and impossible situations.
Ceux qui, malgré cette ambiance délétère, restent quand même au service de l'humain et doivent être récompensés, c'est ça.
These people are the flickers of hope. Our flickers come together and becomes the flame, and the flame becomes the fire.
Unsung heroes who are working away at a level that many people don't notice, and yet they're changing lives.
Al revisar las más de 150 candidaturas, me he acercado más al espíritu del premio Zayed y a todo lo que representa.
So the one thing that fraternity affirms is the common dignity of all members of the human family.
It was very difficult to sleep because all of these individuals and the organizations were meritorious of a prize.
Sin duda, uno va tomando conciencia del sentido de la responsabilidad, de lo que representa el premio y de acertar.
Évidemment, à force d'échanges, on est arrivé à un résultat extrêmement correct et je pense très rigoureux.
اختارت لجنة التحكيم الفائزين الذين يجسدون روح الأخوة والكرامة التي نتقاسمها جميعا، والآن حان الوقت لتكريمهم.
Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we are gathered to honor our 2025 honorees, two individuals and one organization who blend together extraordinary leadership, humanitarian action, and serve as an inspiration for future generations of our world. It is now my privilege to introduce a leader whose dedication to creating lasting change has inspired many. The Honorable Mia Mottley has championed the importance of global collaboration, environmental responsibility, and the pursuit of a better future for all. Her groundbreaking contributions to climate action and advocacy align deeply with the values of the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity. Let us now take a moment to delve deeper into the remarkable journey of our honoree with this film.
The Caribbean is on the front line of the climate crisis. We're in a race against time to be able to adapt and to minimize the damage.
We're feeling the pressures of it. And every year it's getting worse.
If we don't take care of the environment, our generation will not have an environment.
Our role is to ensure that we learn from history. We need to fight for life, and we need to fight to preserve the planet as we know it.
Hurricane Beryl was a very dangerous hurricane.
We got hit by waves between 8 to 9 meters.
People was crying. People was just shouting. They mashed up the majority of the boats.
The storm, fueled by warmer ocean waters, linked to climate change.
We're now being forced to fix that, knowing full well that it will not last. The very existence of life is at risk as a result of the actions of all across the globe.
They feel very bad. How am I gonna feed my family?
Are we so blinded and hardened that we can no longer appreciate the cries of humanity?
This fishing community mean a whole lot because I was in it all of my life.
We need to build that resilience to give us the ability to do more for ourselves.
Our Roosteries program is about climate resilient, sustainable development for the country, for the community, for the people. Nothing brings it home to you more than the roof over your head.
The morning of the hurricane, I saw the roof peeling back. As a mother, I was feeling hopeless. You're supposed to shield him from these things, and I couldn't. She made sure we had food. She made sure we had a home. She is rallying for us.
Coastal erosion has also become a major problem for some communities.
From over here right to the furthest end, you can see there were houses. It's now gone.
You now better understand why I do the things that I do and why I say the things that I say, because this is the evidence of how the sea has taken away this village.
Barrow wiped out 99% of all our corn nurseries. Imagine you've been putting years of your life into these corals, and in one day, they're all gone.
We've had to innovate to become climate resilient.
Our reefs can start to repair themselves, but we just need to give them some level of protection. It's time we all give back to the ocean.
We need to influence what happens on the global arena. Human beings must see people first.
If we don't believe that we can succeed, then we will fail.
If our existence is to mean anything, then we must act in the interests of all of our people.
I know that we've been trying our best, but I think other people need to start trying as well.
It's the fight of young people to advance climate justice. They are the ones who are truly going to be on the front line. That is what keeps me up at night.
I'm hopeful that things could get a little bit better for our island.
It is our common humanity that binds us together, and I hope that we never ever forget that.
Hello to everyone. I'm Maria from Barbados. When I was 10, my Prime Minister took the time out of her schedule to meet with me and give me a platform to spread my message. Thank you for honoring her bold efforts to bring equity in climate justice for the entire world. Whether it be working to create institutional change or being on the ground with the first responders after Hurricane Beryl hit, my Prime Minister inspires me to be a strong leader within my community. As a UNICEF youth advocate for the environment, my work educating others on climate action is recognized by her. The work that she has done has paved the way for me and others like me to fight the global climate crisis, and her individual support is invaluable. The Honorable Mia Amor Mottley and I can both agree on this point, that we only have one environment and we must protect it. Thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Honorable Mia Amor Mottley to the stage.
Your Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, members of the judging committee, fellow awardees, my brothers and sisters. As usual, a speech was prepared and I'm leaving it behind. I want to thank all of you, first of all, for the acknowledgement and confidence that you've placed in us, all of the awardees. This is not an accolade, but it is a call to action, and it is a charge for us to continue doing what we do. This young lady who you saw, and so many more like her, are the ones who will be affected by the wildfires and the hurricanes and the destruction of the coral reefs. But while we talk about the destruction of the climate crisis, they're also going to be affected by the things that will be ignored if we don't recognize that we cannot separate people and planet. That our actions to support each other must first and foremost say, see people, hear people, and feel people. This Zayed Award for Humanity, bringing together the best of what is represented both by His Holiness Pope Francis and His Eminence, the Grand Imam, allows us to reflect on what really matters. For without life, we have nothing. And without planet, we definitely have nothing. Let us not be arrogant and believe that species live on forever and will never become extinct, because we know that living species have become extinct. And let us not believe that our civilization is above all else, because we know that human civilizations have also failed. The routine that we have with the moral imperative that we give through religion and through our shared values must be enough to take us to the next level. I do not want to be the leader here alone, being saluted for my country, for that does not carry us much further. I do wish, however, that we can create a platform where all leaders can be given the space, policy, and fiscal to be able to do for their people, because we come to leadership at a point when the world is at a serious inflection moment. My optimism remains, because as a student of history, I know that light will always prevail over darkness. Or as is said in the Bible, weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh always in the morning. It is our duty to hold on. It is our duty to press on. It is our duty to take the long, deep breaths. But it is our responsibility always to recognize that we must make history trend in the right direction, not for us who have lived life, and a lot of it already, but for the young ones who now must have that opportunity to appreciate the dignity of life. I thank you, all of the members of this committee, for this high honor bestowed upon me, and I take it not in my name, but in the name not just of Barbados and the Caribbean community, but in the name of all those who want a voice for a better planet and for opportunities and peace for the people of the world. Thank you.
Congratulations again to the Honorable Mia Mottley, whose lifelong dedication to humanity and the planet inspires us all. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great admiration that we turn our attention to an organization that has been making a profound difference in the lives of millions of vulnerable communities around the world. World Central Kitchen, founded by Chef Jose Andres, has become a beacon of hope for communities in crisis, providing not only meals but dignity and solidarity in times of need. Their work creates a tapestry of compassion that transcends borders and unites humanity. Let us take a look at the food relief efforts of World Central Kitchen.
The power of food is really one that unifies people, that brings people together.
Grilled chicken, vegetables, and a special chimichurri sauce. We have a box full of samosas.
It's smoked sausage.
We are cooking chicken here in all field kitchens. People helping people. The best humanity in the worst moments of humanity. Everybody wakes up in the morning with hope that tomorrow will be peace.
The war in Gaza has unleashed devastating destruction.
California wildfires rage and the death toll rises.
Several explosions have rocked the capital, Kyiv.
2 hurricanes back to back.
Category 4 hurricane.
Flooding in Spain.
There I saw in the worst moments of humanity, people coming together.
This is my home. You know, this is where I live. And I know these people, you know, they're very dear to me.
So our real partners are the local community. They're the ones that are cooking and serving themselves.
There we go. See you tomorrow, 4 p.m.
Here we are, and we'll come back tomorrow and the day after, until you are okay.
To hand you a hot meal, let you know you're loved and you're not alone.
We are ensuring people get the support they need when they need it. We don't write the plan, we adapt. As we move forward, the plan writes itself.
We're now headed to one of our partner restaurants.
We move fast, cutting through red tape to bring families what they need with the urgency of now.
Our plan is feed. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. It's today.
Everyone is in it, up to their knees, up to their waists, sweating, smiling.
We're not victims, we're neighbors helping neighbors.
Tenemos previsto quedarnos hasta que haga falta. We overcome every obstacle, and if we cannot overcome the obstacle, we go around.
We're going to deliver food to Gaza by air.
At an unprecedented scale, we've served over 100 million meals in Gaza. We're serving 50,000 meals every single day in Lebanon, and more than 300 million meals in Ukraine over the past 3 years.
The 7 souls we mourn today were there so that hungry people could eat. We remind them by showing up that they are not alone in the darkness.
We will rise to the challenges, as we always have, together.
It's easy to see the dark, but the reality is this. The light will always shine through. In the worst moments, the best of humanity shows up.
Good evening. My name is Alinka Makian. I'm a chef, entrepreneur, an ambassador of the Armenian Lebanese cuisine. It's an honor to be here and present this prestigious award to World Central Kitchen and the founder, my friend, Chef Jose Andres. I first worked with World Central Kitchen following catastrophe explosion at the port of Beirut in 2020, which caused huge devastation, claimed countless lives, and left many injured, including my team and I. World Central Kitchen mobilized within 48 hours after the blast to help the thousands affected. Being part of this relief effort and cooking for those who were affected, like we did, was our therapy. When my homeland Armenia faced conflict, I called Chef Jose. I told him, I'm going. I need help. He answers, Amiga, I'm with you. And 12 hours later, the World Central Kitchen force team landed in Armenia. And for the past 469 days of war on Lebanon, we've been distributing 50,000 meals daily to hundreds of thousands of displaced people fleeing war-ravaged regions across my country. World Central Kitchen not only provides plates of food, but comfort, hope, and community. Congratulations, World Central Kitchen, on this well-deserved award. Thank you.
Thank you, Haline. You are a true humanitarian, and I'm sorry I cannot be with you in person. This award is an expression of the values Sheikh Zayed taught this nation and the world. Tolerance, coexistence, understanding, respect. These were Sheikh Zayed's values. They are the UAE values. And I think in our own way, World Central Kitchen seeks to live by these simple principles. As we prepare to enter the holy month of Ramadan, we all hold on to hope for lasting peace in the Middle East. Wherever there is a fight so hungry people may eat, World Central Kitchen will always be there. So now it's my honor to call on World Central Kitchen CEO, Erin Gore, to deliver more remarks. Salam alaikum.
To accept the award for World Central Kitchen, please join me in welcoming CEO Erin Gore to the stage.
Thank you, Jose. Your passion and dedication are inspiring to us all. WCK understands food is more than just sustenance. It's a bridge between cultures, a tool for building resilience, and a source of dignity in the face of disaster. This year marks our 15th anniversary of World Central Kitchen. It's a moment to reflect on how far we've come and to celebrate the incredible work we've done together. We faced numerous challenges, but we've also seen the resilience of the people we serve and the dedication of our teams. Applying our model of quick action, leveraging local resources, and adapting in real time, WCK has served more than 450 million meals around the world to those affected by natural disasters like the California wildfires, the earthquakes in Haiti, and the conflicts in Ukraine and Gaza. When disaster strikes, the World Central Kitchen's relief team arrives on the ground within hours as one of the first to respond with food, collaborating with the local community and the network of local restaurants to ensure that their primary needs, food and water, are met with urgency. By partnering with organizations on the ground and activating a network of local restaurants, food trucks, and emergency kitchens, WCK serves comforting meals to survivors of disasters very quickly and very effectively. To support regional economies, WCK prioritizes purchasing local ingredients to cook with or distribute directly to families in need. Our response in the Middle East is our most challenging to date. Across the region, we've served over 100 million meals. In Gaza, we have 4 high-capacity kitchens, almost 200 community kitchens, which we supply food and equipment with, and distribute 200,000 meals every single day. For Ramadan last year, we distributed nearly 92,000 food boxes filled with essentials and treats for the sacred holiday, which equaled approximately 4.5 million meals. And we're going to do it again this year. We've delivered food by land, more than 2,000 trucks, air, and sea, opening the maritime corridor between Cyprus and Gaza in partnership with you all, the people of the United Arab Emirates. Recently, we've been able to deliver fresh fruit, apples, bananas, oranges, and the joyful faces of the children who have not seen these bright colors for some over a year during this war. Their faces, that joy is imprinted in my mind. World Central Kitchen does not do this alone. We cannot do this alone. We are community-led. In Gaza, we have almost 500 Palestinians serving their people in the most difficult environment imaginable. Their dedication is what fuels us. Last April, we lost 7 of our colleagues in Gaza. Zami, James, John, Jim, Damien, Jacob, and Saif. Their dedication fuels us. We have a saying in World Central Kitchen, you are all part of World Central Kitchen. You just may not know it yet. We thank you for believing in us, and with this recognition, as we look ahead, we will continue to serve communities in the spirit of human fraternity, cooking, serving meals to people in need, efficiently and with dignity, and in all of our loved ones' honors. Thank you.
Thank you so much. To acknowledge this momentous occasion, the Spanish Foreign Minister, José Manuel Alvarez, would like to share the following message.
It's a great honor to join you virtually for the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity 2025 ceremony. The Zayed Award for Human Fraternity initiative emphasizes the strength of diversity and recognizes the common values that unite us. Moreover, the signing of the document of Human Fraternity by His Holiness Pope Francis and His Eminence Dr. Ahmed Al-Tayeb, Grand Imam of Al-Sahara, mark a significant milestone. I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all the individuals being honored today. I want to especially recognize our esteemed compatriot Chef Jose Andres, whose organization, World Central Kitchen, has made significant contribution to preserving humanity and dignity during some of the most challenging situations faced by people in conflicts and natural disasters. His work, along with that of all the distinguished honorees, embodies the values of peace, tolerance, and human fraternity, and truly deserves the exceptional recognition that they all receive tonight.
Before we move on, let us once again extend our heartfelt congratulations to World Central Kitchen, who demonstrate that even in the face of adversity, we are all part of a global family. Tonight, we have the honor of recognizing an incredible young person who exemplifies the power of innovation and the ambition to make the world a better place. 15-year-old Heman Bekele is deeply committed to the advancement of a human fraternity. He's a visionary whose idea to develop skin cancer fighting soap served as inspiration to all young people who dare to imagine a better world. Now, let's take a closer look at the extraordinary work and vision of Heman Bekele through this film.
Heman's late grandfather was just full of vision. He wanted his kids to save the world some way. I think that's where it started.
When I was in Ethiopia, I remember I always saw there were people working really long hours under the hot sun that didn't have access to healthcare.
Melanoma is the rarest form of skin cancer, but it's the most deadly. When you get it, it's so aggressive, it has such a high propensity to spread. And once it spreads, it has such an inability to respond to therapy, it makes it so lethal.
We knew at a very young age that he definitely needed something more than the teachers gave him at school.
I used to disappear for hours doing like a random experiment just to express my curiosity. And my parents would just be, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's see how you can use it. Let's see how you can apply it.
We fostered that curiosity, and even as a very young age, he asked how could we help them.
The biggest issue with healthcare today is that truly it's not affordable and it's not accessible to everyone.
His idea of trying to provide a bar of soap that kills those early, potentially future aggressive tumor cells before they get a chance to spread. It does have so much potential to make a difference.
It's just really amazing just to think those things at this age.
I pitched it to the 3M Young Scientist Challenge, but with that, it really blew up out of nowhere.
He's just a boy with extraordinary vision.
When we're younger, we don't really have any barriers in terms of our creativity. We are told that we can do whatever we put our mind to. When I play piano, it's this creative release, but also music at its core was made by composers who were trying to see what notes worked best together.
We try to think about how do we create medicine that could make a difference and also it could be accessible. That's only going to fuel innovation in ways that you may have never thought.
I'm very hopeful about the future, and kids can come up with solutions for bigger world problems. So we definitely have to take kids serious.
My mom and dad have always given back to the communities that they were around, and that's been the biggest inspiration for me. My parents, my sisters, my entire family.
We're human, you know. Look at your neighbor. You don't eat 3 meals a day and you see your neighbor struggle. So it's very important that the community has to help each other. You have to think of way beyond yourself. His projects are millions. This is one of those projects, you know. So I have a lot of hope.
One day, the hope is that bar of soap being distributed to as many people as possible at the lowest possible price.
And I believe one day he will go back to Ethiopia, will make it available for everyone.
There's still so much needed to figure out how do we cure cancer. This is one of the first key steps to making sure that everybody has the best chance of surviving.
It's not about the attention. He does have that big objective of changing the world for the better.
I don't think that I can end the healthcare crisis by myself, but I do know that if we work together, not just as a generation, but as a world, anything is possible. And when I'm done, it will feel like the composition is complete.
Honorable judges for the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity and guests and esteemed team. My name is Mulumabit Ejigu, Heman Bekele's mother, and I'm here with my mother and Heman's grandmother, Zodinish Dejani. She'd like to say a few words in Amharic language, and I'll read the rest of her message on her behalf.
እኔ በዚህ መድረክ ተገኝቼ የልጄ የሆነውን በጣም ጎበዝ ታዳጊ ተመራማሪ ሄመንን ለማክበር በመገኘቴ ከፍተኛ ክብር ይሰማኛል።
It's a great honor for me to be here before you to celebrate my grandson, a self-driven young scientist.
ሄመን በዚህ መድረክ ላይ በቀጥታ ላንተ የምናገረው ነገር አለኝ። የብዙውን የጤና ችግር ለመቅረፍ መፍትሄ በማሰብህ በጣም እመርቅሃለሁ።
Heman, on this stage, I'd like to speak directly to you. I give you my blessings for thinking of accessible and equitable healthcare for all. This dream is personal to us. I know you grew up hearing the story of your late grandfather. I'm here without him, a hardworking father and a loving husband, as he was gone too young because he could not afford basic medical care for a disease that can be cured. How much I wish for his presence to witness this incredible impact of yours. I believe you will continue to use your talent to save many lives and make an impact. May God bless you.
Please join me in welcoming Heman Bekele to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. I am incredibly honored and grateful to receive the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity. First and foremost, thank you to the Zayed Award team, the esteemed guests, and everyone who has made this moment possible. Standing here today, I feel the weight of this mission, and I am deeply inspired by what this award represents: unity, compassion, and the power of empathy to create real change. Before I go any further, I want to take a moment to thank my mom and my dad and my grandmother and my siblings. Everything I am and everything that I've accomplished is because of them. They've been my greatest teachers, showing me the value of hard work, humility, and resilience. And for that, thank you. As a 15-year-old, I know that change is often seen as something that comes with experience, resources, or influence. But I truly believe that change comes from action. For me, I've always been driven by one goal: to equalize access to healthcare, to ensure that life-saving treatments and technologies aren't just limited by geography, wealth, or privilege. Science and innovation should serve humanity, not just those who can afford it. Around the world, millions of people face unnecessary barriers to care, from life-threatening diseases to basic medical treatments. But innovation is most powerful when it's accessible. And that is why I believe that the future of medicine, research, and technology must be shaped by those who dare to ask, who is being left behind? And more importantly, how can we bring them in? At its core, human fraternity and humanitarianism is about action. Skin cancer treating soap isn't just an invention, it's a movement and a mission towards making healthcare more accessible and affordable in underserved communities. My dreams for the future are to build medical centers in developing nations and ensure life-saving treatments can reach those who need them most. This journey started with a bar of soap, and as I work towards bringing that to life, I know that my mission will go even further, and this award will help so much in fueling those dreams, especially within the expansion of the affordable healthcare movement. Building a hospital in my home country of Ethiopia, distributing thousands of bottles of sunscreen to areas that need it most, and the spreading of international awareness towards the dangers of UV radiation are all now goals that can come to fruition in thanks to the resources provided by the Zayed Award. In closing, I just want to emphasize that this is just the beginning, and I invite you all to join me in working towards making healthcare a universal right, not just a privilege. And so with that, thank you all so much once again, especially to the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity team. I am deeply honored and grateful to receive this award.
Congratulations to all of the 2025 honorees, whose remarkable contributions to human fraternity inspires us all to continue building a world woven in compassion, unity, and hope. We are honored to share the following message by Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, Director General of WHO.
Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, dear colleagues and friends, congratulations to Her Excellency, my sister, Prime Minister Mia Mottley, for her leadership and advocacy on climate action and access to health services. She works tirelessly, not just for her own country and people and for the region, but for the whole of humanity. And congratulations
to World Central Kitchen and its founder, Chef Jose Andres, for their brave work providing food and nourishment to people in some of the world's most difficult situations. And finally, congratulations to Heman Bekele, whose innovative soap could lead to important advancements in skin cancer treatment and prevention. As a fellow Ethiopian, I'm very proud of you, Herman, your scientific curiosity and your passion to help others is an example, not just for young people, but for all people. Congratulations to the 2025 Zayed Award for Human Fraternity recipients, and thank you for your commitment to a healthier, safer, and fairer world. I thank you.
The Zayed Award for Human Fraternity is world-renowned not only for its amazing team and exceptional honorees, but also for the legacy it upholds. The award was established 6 years ago, following the historic signing of the document on human fraternity by His Holiness Pope Francis and His Eminence Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, Ahmed Al-Tayyib, both of whom are honorary recipients of this award. And it carries the legacy and values of the late visionary Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, God rest his soul. This very memorial bore witness to the pivotal moment when the document was presented to the world. The values embedded in the document on a human fraternity have transcended cultural boundaries and reached every corner of society. What began as a declaration between two global leaders has woven itself into a worldwide movement for peace, unity, and understanding. We all have the privilege of hearing from His Holiness Pope Francis and His Eminence Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, Ahmed Al-Tayyib, as they share their profound reflections on how the principles of a human fraternity continually guide them, as well as their congratulations to the honorees.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن احتفالنا اليوم بالذكرى السادسة لميلاد وثيقة الأخوة الإنسانية لهو احتفال واحتفاء بحدث إنساني تاريخي انطلق من مدينة أبو ظبي برسالة سلام للعالم أجمع، وهو نداء للتآخي والتعاون بين بني البشر على اختلاف أديانهم وألسنتهم وألوانهم، ثم هو دعوة صادقة للتخلي عن التعصب والكراهية.
Il grande imam Ahmed El-Tayed. Sono grato per questa occasione che, seppure in maniera virtuale, ci riunisce di nuovo attorno al tema della fratellanza. E sono lieto di associarmi di nuovo a lei, caro fratello, in questa lodevole iniziativa del premio Zayed per la fratellanza umana. È un altro passo avanti nel nostro comune cammino di fratellanza.
وبهذه المناسبة الكريمة المتجددة يطيب لي أن أعبر عن بالغ تقديري للأخ العزيز سمو الشيخ محمد بن زايد آل نهيان رئيس دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة راعي وثيقة الأخوة الإنسانية، كما يطيب لي أن أوجه تحية تقدير وإعزاز لأخي العزيز البابا فرانسيس بابا الكنيسة الكاثوليكية.
Tale premio ha l'obiettivo di riconoscere e premiare gli sforzi di individui e istituzioni che si impegnano a favore del progresso dell'umanità e della promozione della convivenza pacifica.
ويسعدني اليوم أن أبعث بتهنئة خاصة للفائزين بجائزة زايد للأخوة الإنسانية لهذا العام السيدة الفضلة ميا موتلي، والتي أحيي جهود سيادتها المستمرة والتي لا تنقطع تجاه قضية تغير المناخ. البطل الصغير طفل اليوم وعالم المستقبل هيمان بيكيلي، لقد سعدت كثيرا بفوزك المستحق بجائزة زايد للأخوة الإنسانية هذا العام. مؤسسة المطبخ المركزي العالمي أهنئكم وفريق عملكم الشجاع بالفوز بجائزة زايد للأخوة الإنسانية هذا العام، وإن احتفاءنا بكم اليوم لهو احتفاء بكل جهود أبطال الإغاثة الذين هجروا منازلهم وتركوا أسرهم وأطفالهم وآثروا تقديم يد العون والإغاثة للمستضعفين في الأرض والمظلومين ممن يقاسون مرارة الظلم والجبروت في غزة المكلومة.
Auspico che il premio Zayed per la fratellanza umana possa essere per coloro che ne sono stati insigniti e anche ancora ringrazio, stimolo a continuare l'impegno in favore dell'unità. Confido anche che il loro esempio possa incoraggiare altri a intraprendere iniziative che promuovano la coesistenza pacifica e siano segno di feconda collaborazione tra uomini e religioni diverse a servizio di tutta l'umanità.
ولا يفوتني في هذه المناسبة أن أبعث بتحية شكر لأخي سمو الشيخ عبد الله بن زايد لإخلاصه الدائم والداعم لمشروع الأخوة الإنسانية منذ ولادتها وحتى يومنا هذا، كما أقدر الجهد المخلص المتواصل للسادة الأفاضل الموقرين أعضاء لجنة تحكيم جائزة زايد للأخوة الإنسانية.
It's such a joy to hear the profound words of His Eminence Grand Imam Al-Tayyib and His Holiness Pope Francis. What a beautiful message by His Eminence, the Grand Imam, who extended his gratitude to His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed, representing the patron of the ceremony, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. As we come to the close of this inspiring evening, let us take a moment to reflect on the values that have brought us together: unity, solidarity, and the shared belief that humanity's strength lies in our ability to stand together. I am thrilled to welcome back Putri Aryani, whose voice has already captivated us this evening with some talented special guests. They will perform Rise Up, reminding us all of the resilience of the human spirit and the strength found in collective action. We are gathered here tonight, locally and globally, from near and far, bound by a shared devotion to equality, dignity, and solidarity for all. As we depart uplifted by the stories of our honorees, let us take heed, one thread of kindness, one strand of hope at a time, to weave a brighter future.
Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out. Move mountains, we gonna walk it out. Move mountains. And I rise up, I rise like the day, and I rise up, I rise unafraid, I rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again.
Please join me in a round of applause for Putri Aryani and the Abu Dhabi Youth Choir for the incredible performance. To support us in bringing tonight's ceremony to its conclusion, we welcome to the stage Secretary General of the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity and lead of the judging committee, His Excellency Judge Mohammed Abdel Salam. And now I'm honored to welcome to the stage His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, UAE Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, to present the Zayed Award for Human Fraternity certificates on behalf of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage 2025 honoree, 15-year-old Heman Bekele. Let us warmly welcome to the stage And now let us warmly welcome to the stage 2025 honoree Erin Gore, CEO of World Central Kitchen. We now invite to the stage 2025 honoree, the Honorable Mia Mottley. Let's take a moment to recognize and welcome to the stage 2025 Judging Committee member, the Right Honourable Patricia Scotland KC. With great admiration, we welcome to the stage 2025 Judging Committee member, His Eminence Cardinal Peter Turkson. And now it's a privilege to introduce and invite to the stage 2025 Judging Committee member, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. And it's an honor to welcome to the stage 2025 Judging Committee member, His Excellency Jose Luis Rodrigo Zapatero. Please join me in welcoming to the stage 2025 Judging Committee member, His Excellency Macky Sall. Now, put your hands together for His Excellency Judge Mohammed Abdel Salam. I now invite His Highness, our honorees and esteemed jury members to come together for the official Zayed Award for Human Fraternity 2025 photo.